Welcome one and all to Challenge Road, a series where I take on challenges in different video games, and oh boy do I have a real doozy of a starting challenge. This one proved to be quite deceptive on how hard it would actually be. But without further ado, let's get on with Can I Beat Pokemon FireRed with Only One Diglett? For those not in the know about our armless little mole friend here, Diglett's overall stats total amounts to 265, giving us an abysmal HP stat and a heavy reliance on our speed. With weakness to water, grass, and ice, we have a decent amount of type commonality to worry about. Feeling a tiny bit safer with grass types due to a large amount of poison dual typing. Now for the rules breakdown. Only Diglett in battle. Other Pokemon are only for HMs and grinding schemes. No glitches or exploits, and no items in battle. Only held items. For this first one, I ended up writing half the script after I got all the footage, so I know the final result already, but I would like to see you guys' guesses in the comments. While we are at it, subscribe and ring the bell to keep up with all the future challenges along Challenge Road. On with the challenge. Naming my Pokemon Dirt Wiener because I'm apparently a child and think it's funny. It is. Replacing Charmander so my rival will have Squirtle and give me what I hope is the greatest challenge. From the rival FUD alone, we can already see that low HP at work. Further inspecting the stats, we can see the defense stat wasn't rolled too much better. With that, attack and speed should have called him Glass Cannon. Dirt Cannon? You guys get it. Grinding up to level 9 before doing anything serious so we can get our first good move. Magnitude. Even with its random rolls, there isn't too much our attack stat and type boost can't handle early game. First attempt at the rival and I go and forget this man has a Pidgey, and I'm relying on the skills of a ground type. Scratch is enough to get me through the fight, but then the turtle goes and bumps me and I'm out. One level up and actually use my same type on Squirtle and rival numero uno is done. Before this run, I was never really a ground type guy, so this is footage of me learning bug resist ground for the first time. This force just got a lot more annoying. However, I do know enough about the type to know Brock was about to be a pushover. Ever think about how Gen 1 has no mono rock types? Immediately learning Rock Tomb to deal with those pesky birds. On my way through, I took the Helix fossil. I know that if I didn't say, you'd all ask. Actually, now that I think about it, everyone ask anyway. Comments are good for the YouTube algorithm. I get to Cerulean and learn with my HP, I'm not a match for anyone. Spending some time in the grass, I get to level 25. Ew, Mudslap, get that out of here, I'll keep my dice roll, thank you. Speaking of my dice roll, I use it to crush my rival. Surprisingly, Rattata being the only one that lands a hit this time. Next, this man denies my rightful place in Team Rocket. Even after the run through the bridge and getting to level 29, it wasn't enough for Misty, and she drowns me out a couple of times. But one more level and a good roll, and Misty finally gives my sad type disadvantaged wiener a badge. Level 33 and Slash is a critical necessity, unlike that pun was to this video. From all my travels and level grinding from Misty, my rival is nearly half my level now, so throwing a rock, rolling the dice, and a little of Slash solve all the problems. Also, he started by saying bonjour. I don't get it. I thought about leaving this unedited, but I just hate this puzzle so much. I am so unlucky, he says as he keeps using the rolling dice move. But my lovely reward is stomping Lieutenant Surge like it was nothing. Been looking forward to how easy it would be since Misty. Hope I didn't give him any war flashbacks from that beatdown. Proving that you should talk to every character in every RPG, I find this random cave kid that very kindly teaches my wiener to rock slide. Also, say hello to one of my HM Pokemon. Got tired of two-turning it with digs, so let's shake it up like California. Things were going too smoothly, so of course Rival had to get a dumb hypnosis death. Let's just do that again real quick. Another easy gym. Grass may resist ground, but poison makes it neutral and stab on nearly 20 levels. They fall like dominoes. Except Tangela, it had to learn why I have Slash. Really tired of evolve canceling by this point. A trip to Rocket Base later and I'm suddenly bumping into rival Fievel over here with 10 plus level difference and a bunch of lackluster attempts to protect his Pokemon. I still have his number at this point. I hope it's 5 because I really get confused what order people count the rival because of the early encounter. Wouldn't be a Team Rocket Base without Big Boss Giovanni, and it wouldn't be the run of a Glass Cannon without a dumb death. Double kick on a magnitude roll, one number too low. Next attempt, just clean Earthquake Sweep because that's what happens when your ace move is actually full. Sabrina was another Earthquake sweep. Koga is the original Poison Master for a reason. Honestly want to do a run with his team, 3 poison types with Levitate, and multiple accuracy changing tactics. Relying on Rock Slide for my major damage, and every miss or non-one-hit KO was rewarded with status effects. It was on this last try that I decided to go for a Slash instead of Rock Slide, cause I'm not getting stabbed regardless, and it's more likely to hit, but it was the not getting poisoned luck that really helped in the end. I hate to do this to a fellow scientist, but this is a fire gym, and this is Earthquake, and this is bloody canceling evolving again. I wonder how many people in the comments have brought up the Everstone by this point, cause I just thought about it in recording. It was probably in my bag the whole time. Oh god. So Bill decides it's time to kidnap me and waste my time with islands and a giant computer. Don't get me wrong, I love me a giant computer. But me and Dirtweeder got an Elite 4 to get to. Once back on the mainland, it's time for the 8th gym. And oh hey Giovanni, this should be fun. Because ground doesn't resist ground. You really get to see where not evolving is catching up to me on the rival before Victory Road. Nearly 30 levels above, and previous 1 or 2 hit kills can now get me killed on bad rolls. All it takes is 1 HP for an enemy to do their 999 to you after all. I try to take out the luck factor of bad rolls with the luck factor of rock slides. Look, sometimes you get desperate and it still doesn't bloody work. Starter versus starter, over and over again, that Blastoise keeps surviving by the skin of its shell. Then anytime he goes down, it's back to execute paralysis and to death. One time his Growlithe even got lucky. With a 2 level gain by the end, I finally get a clean run through his first 3 Pokemon and enough paralysis coin flips to take out the rest with ease. Finally reached the Elite 4, and it's here where I learned little Dirtwiener can't hold up to them in the slightest. So like any good scientist, I get to work on research. First thing was learning about the true power of return. With save states to not lose money when I lost a fight, I'd essentially carried 1 single Pokemon across the whole region with minimal deaths, leading to max friendship, making it the better option than hoping for crits with Slash at 102 base power. You can also see my other little helping friends there that served for HMs. I don't know if you guys know this, but Digletts can't swim or fly. My planning and grinding helped me get to her second Pokemon by being a 2-hit wonder now, but I need more speed. I need more power. So I looked up the best grind spot in the game, and it was over on Kendall Road. Nearby healing, quick in and out reset, 5 different trainers I could pop with the VS Seeker. I knew what I was out to do and I was gonna do it. There was a double battle though, and since single Pokemon can't just do that, I had a bird stand in as a prop. Then I got to thinking, what if level just isn't enough? What about a held item? And this is when I learned held items are either behind post-game or attached to specific Pokemon in this gym. And wouldn't you guess it, Sandshrew, the holder of Soft Sand, isn't in FireRed, and that made me furious, cause I like that Pokemon, so I went for the next best thing. Hardstone. This is attached to Onix, which luckily is right on Victory Road along with Arbok, so I started by catching Onix, and that didn't work. So I started thieving from Onixes with Arbok, and that still didn't work, because the bloody item is only a 5% possibility. So here I am with my itemless Diglett at level 90. Level 90 was quite helpful, but I'm still at the mercy of being a 2-hit wonder, and all a second Pokemon has to do is land that hit. Trying anything and everything at this point, just different strategies, moves, anything. So I tried to flinch Lapras, and I'm a little embarrassed to admit it was then I learned Ice is weak to Rock. It's just not 2 types I often interact, but I still drowned. So I got back on grinding, and I kind of grinded so hard my HN Pokemon evolved. Oops. With 95 levels and actually using super effective moves, I was able to do a clean run through Lorelei. Yeah, we don't talk about Bruno. Agatha was a breeze even with most of her poison types having Levitate. It also taught me that a 3/4 Elite 4 run guaranteed me a level. It was then that I truly hit the wall. Old Dragon Master Lance with his bunch of flying types. Every time it's a start with an Intimidate, so that's an attack stage down to start, and Aerodactyl has Scary Face on standby to knock down my speed, 2 stages. So literally my only 2 redeeming stats lowered, and multiple deaths by Hyper Beam. I decided I'll be level 100 when I reach him. So I leave to grab 3 levels and head back in. Lorelei reminds me why I hate her. Well, first I decided to go digging my bag for just any kind of last minute help there really just wasn't any. But I did see a pair of sick glasses, and I decided Dirt Wiener deserved to look his coolest at level 100. Alright, back in the fray. And it's at this point, the true horror of the situation really hits me. I'm at max level and left at the mercy of two different kinds of rolls. The damage roll on a not stab move, and the roll chance of flinching these Pokemon over and over again just so I can avoid Hyper Beams, all while my major stats are being lowered on near fixed chances. In the end, it wasn't even a flinch roll that saved me. It was literally one Hyper Beam roll that was a 0.2 short and a Rock Slide on the Dragonite's recharge turn, which led to Earthquaking two worms. I had bloody done it. This was the end. I had achieved greatness. I brought a little Dirt Wiener all the way to the championship. I was beaming with pride. Wait, one more challenger, that's right. Dale. I don't even remember why I named you that at this point. I'm sick of your face. Get out of here. I mean, what's one more challenge, right? I beat Lance on dumb luck. Let's go. Yeah. That's a curb stomp, bloody hell. Same problem as before, now with stronger Pokemon and worse status effects. It was at this point I was looking for any kind of advantage on this fight, and this video took way longer than I thought to come out, so I looked to the finished video of the guy that inspired me to do a run in the first place, a Drybread. And he had a really good point about Aerial Ace, purely for Exeggutor. But I'm quickly reminded Blastoise and Hydro Pump still exist. Still trying to hope for flinches, I have this sad loss to Exeggutor without even landing Aerial Ace. Alright Dale, one last time. Rock Slide the bird, one hit KO. Flinch the turtle, drown it in rubble. Flinch the tree, slash it with the wind. Bury the psychic, take the earth from the rhino, take and intimidate on the chin, and take down the legendary Pokemon to the Earth's core. Yes, 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 yes! We did it, Dirt Wiener! We did it! You were amazing! Look at that little mole in the Hall of Fame. I'm so proud. That's how I did it. That's how I beat FireRed with only a Diglett. This is supposed to be a maybe month project that I did in the background, but it ended up finding its way further and further back in the line, till I think this took about 2 years to finally reach the channel. So thank you to anyone that came along with me on this journey. If you enjoyed my voice, I'm always running my mouth over on my main Dbotnik channel, and streaming 2 days a week on Twitch over at Recbot. You can find links in the description. Liking, commenting, showing your friends is appreciated. Probably do more of these whenever I find the time, and with that, I hope you all have a wonderful evening.